That's as good.
Okay. Not many of you probably know who I am at all. There's a few people here, a few familiar faces, including Weasel, and also some people that I used to read with at Tapestry Coffee House before it was unfortunately demolished. But I'm going to be reading some stuff from my published stuff, and also some as yet unpublished. But I'm going to have a third book coming out soon. So if you're interested in any of my work, if you just like the stuff, you know, you can get with me later on after I'm done. And I'll give you my name, my full name. You can look me up on Facebook, you know, and I'll give you the links to how you can get my stuff. Okay. I'm starting this off with a quote from J.G. Ballard, the science fiction author. This is from his book, The Drowned World. The brief span of an individual life is misleading. Each one of us is as old as the entire biological kingdom, and our bloodstreams are tributaries of the great sea of its total memory. The uterine odyssey of the growing fetus recapitulates the entire evolutionary past, and its central nervous system is a coded time scale, each nexus of neurons and each spinal level marking a symbolic station, a unit of neuronic time. Okay, this first one's called Star Circle, I Am Welcome. For pleasures granted evermore, exchanged for pain endured, I'll claim my inheritance in the star circle of my ancestry. No more dying wishes devoured in anger, no tears shed over wasteful desires. And if I'm reborn as a tree, I'll grow my roots down to youngest Eden. In this realm of sacrifice, my consciousness bleeds openly. Magical science copulates with mortality beneath the layers of my soft machine. Veins, sinew, cartilage, bone, all the porous, slimy matter of living. As nature's intricate design poses more doubts than faith can rationalize. Layer upon layer, lying dormant and bare, exposing nothing more than gore. We look away in stunned silence. It's no wonder we've never understood. And when doubts cast shadows, these giants of infinity fill the distance between us and the stars. This wild, wanton cosmos, a perfect enclosure of promise for a singular existence with our raw earthly riches. The mechanism of time holds itself out of reach, the innermost secret of secrets. For the infestation of life decrees we must return to dust one day. Each new dawn transforms our outlook through its imaginings. Whenever fear is a boulder that will not budge from dreams, the rooms we sleep in are a sacred confinement. The tyrannical darkness of the world can't weaken us, even after we have been deprived of vision by sin. Destiny is gray enough to lose in the fog as we awaken. Still, we try to smuggle artifacts out of our dreams, to escape with the hope and serenity of a kind that has never been seen. Thank you. Okay. I have some stuff that's kind of extreme, and I do apologize in advance if I offend anyone, because I tried to keep this at least R-rated. I don't do PG-13, not really. So this one's called A Good Poem. That's the name of it, A Good Poem. It's from my first book, Filthy Knowledge, which one of the readers here tonight helped me publish back in 2011, BGK, standing over there by the water. A good poem is Hitler weeping. A good poem is a child dying of malnutrition. A good poem is a woman's period. A good poem is a beheaded king. A good poem is the smell of contempt reeking from you. A good poem is dried blood on clothes. A good poem is the sun burning out. A good poem is a homeless man urinating on the rich. A good poem is anal penetration. A good poem is a boy in girl's underwear. A good poem is a priest on heroin. A good poem is a soldier on chronic. A good poem is a suicide clinic. A good poem is a boy sodomizing his sister's dolls. A good poem is a bird flying into a closed window. A good poem is that scream you heard last night. A good poem is drowning with your head in the sink. A good poem is a quote from Dennis Cooper. A good poem is an open fist. A good poem is an invisible man. A good poem is seeing double. A good poem is sleep deprivation. A good poem is fear consuming you. A good poem is jumping off a bridge. A good poem is assassinating angels. A good poem is a box of poisoned chocolates. A good poem is a bullet meant for you but killed your friend. A good poem is masturbating in a confession booth. A good poem is Jesus rising from the dead as Mary Magdalene. A good poem is sucking on a teenage boy's toes. A good poem is a hemophiliac with a bloody nose. A good poem is midnight black on platinum blonde. A good poem is a simultaneous climax. A good poem is a naked lunch. A good poem is obsession with the past. A good poem is dread of the future. A good poem is someone who never speaks. A good poem is a death row inmate's last words. A good poem is a pyromaniac's wet dream. A good poem is paradise in hell. A good poem is dying during sex. A good poem is like Jethro Tull. A good poem is never, 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 never dull. Thank you. Okay, this is also from my first book. It's called The Warsaw. One of my favorites. The wind is speaking for the dead when the turbulence kicks in. It howls with the madness of wolves and has a wisdom the living cannot understand. I have tracked mud from burial grounds. I have stolen red from the children's faces. I have kept alive your hidden transgressions and was baptized naked in the rain. I belong to this, to hear the people cry for me as if I might have wings, and what's been destroyed I leave behind me when the wind is beside me. I only look ahead, never over my shoulder, because fear will be staring right back. The wind is speaking for the dead when the storm is raging and you think someone you used to love might be the cause of consternation. There are first surface losses of innocence. There are soldiers coming home who can't remember. There are 8 fingers on the hands of remorse and monsters in your head who empathize. You have a thirst for blood. So are you up to this? Torrential spirits whip the days of tunnel dream incarnations, and all voice spins and grays in the skies of thunder. God's laughter resounds in the emptiness inside of us, and fear commands us to laugh right back. The wind is speaking for the dead tonight. No one is safe alone out here, believing that maybe this battle, once it is won, is an answer to pretentious prayers, is an edict of victory for old veterans, is an afterglow of 2 state penetrations, is an incubated egg of the New World dinosaurs. As in the stories our forefathers told, we are prepared for this. What always was is now what comes. Don't let logic distract you from a ground zero death when the impact nullifies everything in sound, sight, mind. The emptiness in us sets the heavens ablaze to violet white, and as the world comes to a bittersweet end, we will join the voices of the dead in the wind. Thank you. I don't really do happy poems. Can you tell? I'm going to read something. Okay, well, God. I really want to debut this poem, but it's got some stuff in it. Do you guys trust me?
No.
You wanna go on this ride with me? Okay. This is one of my newest poems. It's going to be for my third book, which is called Synchronicity and Violence. Filthy Knowledge 2, Synchronicity and Violence. This one, this is the title. Okay, folks, brace yourselves. Nigglets and Wiglets. Okay, it starts with a quote. By and large, language is a tool for concealing the truth. That's George Carlin. Temple edges burn, hallelujah, parchments crackle. Slaver plank walk to the shuck and jive, boom, boom. Newport smoking assimilated Magnum X's, traders looking for the loophole in the loom. When epithet sees power, it's like, oh yeah? Fuck intellect, consider this shit. Through their tantrum conniption fit act, arguing about whether pants should sag is pointless. Who is behind the it power? A word privilege defined, when it was the definition. From the first agonizing screams of a lash across the back, ripping flesh off bone, to perpetuating vengeance, best kept cold, trickling through siphon veins. The illicit thrills of big oil spills, too rich to answer for decadent decades. That fear and hatred fuel of Hitler-esque fanaticism fanning flames. It struts such nonsense, breaking the pitch so completely, people pass out from stupidity. A scream word of universal hatred, a sinking anvil in the gut from all the race-bait balls hurt. The other, the maggot-brained outlaw, the boogeyman, the hoodoo man, the gorilla. Just from jive-ass honky grunting, replacing those mouthing, shooting, fatal, yeah? What? Participate, make them see, gesture with it, and imagine the grossest bodily functions, pantomiming the go-to event funerals, the empty unfinished. Society orders and you obey. These livid screams vary word for word. Psychology even resigned to using slurs. Yelling, gun down, hands up. Actions are louder. Black Lives Matter rejected, denied. Words are drones as lines bleed news, completely behind the matter at hand. The thought world gives warped words power. The yell gesture, not worth arguing over. Yesterday was past it, tomorrow an exaggeration of it. Today's it is glib and petty. Pants sag, hoodies flip, gangsters bitch, niggas pantomiming nonsense. A modern blackface. Is the word rapper about thinking shooting bad, like one can stand writing makes the shit? In a logically low, even and away, shitting up westerns for living fossils, a totem facetious, a vacuum for hearing anger, seeking attractiveness, it sounds stupid and disgusting. Collectively, the poorest time in the divisive north and south. What is convincing to the human attention of what next now? Black Lives Matter, right? Who are you trying to convince? Weren't you calling each other niggers just 6 minutes ago? Stereotype stuffs hypocrites can't get over themselves. Africa, a sun word, a soul energy, their flesh created by God. They don't Tarantino everyone and fuss over wiglets. Oh, apartheid, a word so art house cinema filthy, a bulletproof showstopper morality tale, not in our hemisphere, but shame adjacent to it. The epithets from spilled blood perk up our ears when someone utters, say, how big, black, and bad is that African diamonds and gold? It's for American profiteering, not native Negroes. Bow down to your slave mine CEOs. Why be different from the status quo? Hope and change is smashed to pieces, so use the indignant South to make the stars and stripes change. Maybe secede. Rebel flag. Yay! Oh, that lost cause nostalgia, such sanctimonious bullshit, because you are the eye of it, a myth, a must-be lynched, wretched carpetbagger from the north. Take away the liberty, all that's left is malicious opportunity. Take away the guns, you got yourself a mutiny. A really evil definition of free will, conspiracies run on deviancy. More like, he's South, he's white, he's a racist of course, let in the doubts, the disgusting shit we speak is cancerous, why do we play the victim card? Screw the pooches on Capitol Hill, they've lost heart through their dull mentality. There will be no mercy for those that would suppress a fat Jamaican blunt and promote white trash meth among the local yokels. All that jazz and white-loving aspiration, no redemption in drugs, betrayal, under the voice that has supremacy afraid to believe. Not so clever, his penis is small and rather scarred by alcohol. A view of emptiness, of washed-up intoxicatedness, the American facade of influence. Survive from this betrayal, it is an intimacy unique to our country, amorally unemotional. Fuck behind the walls of cowardice, the white man's burden after all. Hurts like a stone gut, once it's deep within. Cops, cracking, niggling, heads with glee. Humpty Dumpty, hee-hee, how much is anyone's guess? Black power are called to commodity. His stereotypes are often compelling, but unhealthy and illogical. Seriously, goddammit, this totem pole of America. Don't simplify racism to a we shall overcome Hallmark commercial or sharing a 64 variety Heinz ketchup bottle. Don't joke about this matter. Where are your morals and standards? If your words of hate don't part easier than the legs of whores, I'm worse than Vietnam. Box me up and ship me home in monthly installments. Just Tarantino me on the layaway plan. Thank you. Don't expect you to understand that. But thank you for allowing me to do that, because yeah, it was one of those like really extreme poems that I was afraid it would get me in trouble here tonight. Yes. Yeah. Woo. Okay, this is a poem called For Harmony Korine, and after this I'll do one more. Harmony Korine is a director. Hello, Martian Emperor. Where does your story begin? Scratching the chalkboards of cinema like a Tagorat American. Your sneaky approach to trap Faulkner's ghost would make Warhol turn pink. Drowning kittens in Chloe's bathwater, filming New York from a hole in the sink. Hypnotized by burning crosses, possessed by the darkened spirits within. And when you get drunk on rum and coke, the morning after is why shit happens. Preoccupied with Jewish alibis and Oscar Mayer stapled to the walls. Whistling the executioner's song with a handful of Valium, Benzedrine, and Midol. You ready your camera and you capture it all as the fires singe the cobwebs of the sky. They'll know you're in control when the credits roll before Gotham's gargoyles fly. Because love's a drug and life's a lie, and in between clever alibis. You've mastered the effortless connection between stolen breath and asphyxiation. Riding shotgun in the dark with Larry Clark. Your eyes sparkle like the coins in wishing wells, with your milk crate pan full of half-baked ideas and stories rescued from hot dog hell. For all the ketchup stains on your shoes, for all your weak-knee guitar blues as you lead your parade on cracker-smack sidewalks and shatter the neon Budweiser signs. You romanticize the pain of cancerous queens and swim in the Dead Sea of bleach blonde dreams with your therapeutic kiddie punk nonsense, with your tunnel vision art insemination. You invoke the thin line between genius and insanity, and you dare to expose the nothingness of America and catch flack from the snobs of art, cheeks clenched so tight they cannot fart. You aren't afraid to rant and rhyme, and that makes you a rebel for these whirlwind times. Like a younger John Waters without self-righteousness, we all see more ourselves through your eyes. Okay. Thank you.